Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about the Carnot cycle. So Carnot cycle basically consists of four processes, that is reversible isothermal expansion and reversible adiabatic expansion, whereas reversible isothermal compression and reversible adiabatic compression. So in Carnot cycle we are having four processes, out of which two processes are isothermal and two are adiabatic, and all of them are reversible. So before actually starting with the Carnot cycle, I just want to tell you one thing that Carnot cycle is an ideal cycle जो कि एक्चुअल में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है. उसकी कंडीशन यही है because in this cycle we assume that there is no friction between the piston and the cylinder which are moving. At the same time we are saying all the cycles are reversible, which are very difficult to attain in actual practice. So this cycle doesn't exist. This cycle is basically used as a benchmark to compare all other cycles with it. So it means we are saying that जितने cycles available हैं उन सबको हम compare करते हैं with the Carnot cycle because this cycle is having the highest efficiency. So if the other cycles are somewhere close to it, or basically they are going to have efficiency below it only, clear, because this is the cycle with highest efficiency. तो अगर वो इसके नज़दीक भी आ रही है, it means they are a cycle with very good efficiency. So this cycle is only for comparison purpose, जो कि actual में exist नहीं करता है. So this basically is an ideal cycle. Ideal cycle जो कि actual में attain करना क्या है, impossible है. Clear? After that, talking about the graphs for PV and TS. So for this Carnot cycle, we are going to draw two graphs. One graph for temperature and entropy, one graph for pressure and volume. So starting with the first thing, that is what is reversible isothermal expansion. So we are saying that आपकी जो गैस है वो एक्सपेंड कर रही है, एट द सेम टाइम वी आर सेइंग दैट टेम्परेचर रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. सो इट इज अ isothermal expansion process. So temperature will remain constant. It means T1 is equals to T2. Now if we have to show this on the graph, this is going to my line 1 to 2 is expansion, so volume is increasing and pressure is decreasing. At the same time, talking about 2 to 3, it is again adiabatic expansion. So when we say it is expansion, obviously it is expanding, but we are saying that it is adiabatic. It means delta Q is 0. No heat is exchanged between the piston and the cylinder walls with the surrounding. So delta Q is 0. But again it is expansion, so we have to show it like this. From 2 to 3, again expansion is taking place, volume is increasing, pressure is decreasing. Then from 3 to 4, it is isothermal, so temperature remains constant, that is T3 is equals to T4, but it is now compression process, so we are compressing it. Clear? So when we are compressing it, obviously the volume will decrease from 3 to 4, but the pressure will increase. And for the last process, reversible adiabatic compression, it is going to be same, that it is a compression but it is adiabatic. It means no exchange of heat between the system and the surrounding, but it is compressive, so compression will take place from 3 to 4. So this is basically expansion, this is also expansion, this is now compression, this is also compression. Two of them are adiabatic, two of them are isothermal. Now after that, if we have to draw the graph for temperature and entropy for this process, it is going to be, for the first case it is isothermal, so temperature remains constant. So we are going to say that it is a basically horizontal line from point 1 to point 2, where we say that temperature remains constant, and after that we are having a reversible adiabatic expansion process. So since it is adiabatic process, delta Q is 0, but now it is reversible adiabatic. Reversible adiabatic process means entropy remains constant. It is also called isentropic process. So for this process, reversible adiabatics, because delta Q is 0, as we guys know that ds, change in entropy, is basically equal to delta Q upon T. For a reversible process, it is going to be 0. So we are saying that ds will be equal to 0. Change in entropy is 0. It means S2 minus S3 will be 0. Or we can say that S2 will be equal to S3. So whenever it is written it is reversible adiabatic, it means entropy remains constant. So it is going to be a vertical line, which basically shows that entropy S2 will be equal to S3. It remains constant. After that, for 3 to 4 again isothermal, so again the temperature will remain constant from 3 to 4, and from 4 to 1 again it is reversible adiabatic, so compression process, this is the process. So this is again expansion, this is also expansion, this is basically compression, this is also compression. So at this point T1 is equals to Tt, temperature remains constant. At this point T3 will be equal to T4. At this point 1 to 4 we can say S1 will be equal to S4 and S2 is equal to S3. So this is the basic graph of Carnot cycle. Now after that, how it actually work basically? Why we say it is impossible cycle? Now just take the first example. From 1 to 2 we are saying it is isothermal expansion process. So we are saying that temperature remains constant. At the same time we are saying it is expanding. So since it is expanding, it means that the temperature है वो drop करेगा. But at the same time we are supplying some amount of heat input into the heat from a source. Clear? So Q in basically represents the heat that is going into the gas towards the system, into the piston cylinder arrangement. Now this is basically taking in heat and it is expanding. At the same time we are saying that temperature must remain constant. So there is a very thin line that how we can give a temperature to a body at the same time its temperature remains constant. So this process basically have to take place really very slowly, so that जितनी भी आप heat दे रहे हो वो slightly उसके expansion के time पे इस तरह से increase करे कि इसका जो temperature है वो constant रहे. So this process has to be a quasi-static process which should be in quasi-equilibrium at all the states. So for the process to be in quasi-equilibrium, it has to take place very slowly because we have to maintain constant temperature also. That's why I say reversible isothermal process जो है वो possible नहीं है. But in this case we are saying it is only possible if this process moves very slowly, which is not possible. But still we are saying that इसमें आपका जो प्रोसेस है बहुत slowly आपका जो piston है move करेगा. In the second case we are saying it is adiabatic expansion, but there is no exchange of heat between the system and the surrounding. So हम क्या बोल रहे हैं कि वहां से कोई heat बाहर नहीं आ रही है, तो उसका जो टेम्परेचर है बिकॉज एक्सपेंशन हो रही है वो ड्रॉप करेगा, बट हीट एक्सचेंज नहीं हो रही है. सो दिस प्रोसेस हैज टू बी रियली वेरी फास्ट कि उतना टाइम ही ना उसको मिल पाए कि बाहर से जो हीट है विद द सराउंडिंग उसमें लॉस हो पाए. क्लियर? तो इतने कम टाइम में उसको हमने अचीव करना है दैट लॉस मस्ट बी जीरो. एट द सेम टाइम उसका जो टेम्परेचर है वो ड्रॉप करेगा क्योंकि वहां पे क्या हो रही है, एक्सपेंशन हो रही है. सो फ्रॉम 2 to 3 यू कैन आल्सो सी कि आपका जो टेम्परेचर है वो क्या हो रहा है, ड्रॉप कर रहा है. सो इन दिस केस this process has to be really very fast. Again from 3 to 4 if we say isothermal compression, so we are compressing it. The piston is in the downward direction, but we are saying temperature remains constant. आप किसी बॉडी को कंप्रेस कर रहे हो तो ऑब्वियसली उसका जो टेम्परेचर है वो बढ़ेगा, बट हम क्या बोल रहे हैं कि हम उसका टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट रख रहे हैं. तो जो भी वहाँ पे हीट बन रही है एक्स्ट्रा हमको वहाँ से बाहर निकालना पड़ेगा. दिस इज क्यू आउट. नाउ दिस अगेन हैज टू बी रियली वेरी स्लो बिकॉज वी आर सेइंग हमको वहां पे हीट भी निकालनी है, कंप्रेस भी करना है, एट द सेम टाइम वी हैव टू मेंटेन कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर. सो दिस प्रोसेस अगेन हैज टू बी वेरी स्लो एंड द लास्ट प्रोसेस अगेन विल मूव वेरी फास्ट. सो वी आर सेइंग द फर्स्ट प्रोसेस, दिस वन शुड बी फास्ट, शुड बी स्लो, it should be slow, really very slow. This should also be slow. Whereas process of adiabatic second to 2 to 3 and the 4 to 1, they must be fast. They must take place very fast. But these two processes, first two, they take place in one stroke of the piston. So we are saying कि एक ही stroke में आपका piston है, but पहले वो slow चले, फिर वो fast चले, फिर वो basically यहाँ पे slow चले, फिर वो fast चले, जो कि practically के लिए ना possible नहीं है. That is why we say कि आपका जो साइकिल है वो एक्चुअल में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है, बिकॉज आप पिस्टन के एक ही स्ट्रोक में उसको फास्ट और मूव और स्लो एक ही टाइम पे मूव नहीं करवा सकते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी से दैट कार्नोट साइकिल जो है वो एक्चुअल में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है. स्टिल इफ समबडी आस्क व्हाट इज द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ कार्नोट साइकिल, वी कैन से इट इज वर्क डन अपॉन हीट सप्लाइड. तो आप हीट सप्लाई कहाँ पे कर रहे हो, पॉइंट 1 पे, यहाँ आपके पास क्यू इन है, यहाँ आपके पास क्यू आउट है. सेम यू कैन राइट हियर, दिस इज क्यू इन and this is Q out, or we can say Q1 and Q2. So work done is going to be work done, that is Q1 minus Q2 upon heat supplied, that is the efficiency of the cycle. Now if the same cycle work as a reverse Carnot cycle, then the formula of efficiency can be written as in terms of temperature also, T1 minus T2 upon T1. तो आप फॉर्मूला में एफिशिएंसी कहीं से भी निकाल लीजिए. इफ इट इज रिवर्स कार्नोट साइकिल, द एफिशिएंसी इज गोइंग टू बी सेम, चाहे आप उसको इन टर्म्स ऑफ हीट निकाल लीजिए, चाहे आप उसको इन टर्म्स ऑफ टेम्परेचर निकाल लीजिए. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द कार्नोट साइकिल, जो कि एक्चुअली में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है, जस्ट यूज्ड एज ए बेंचमार्क टू कंपेयर ऑल अदर साइकिल्स. सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे. प्लीज guys have any query, write me in the comment section, and please subscribe my channel, that is Macro Receptor. Thank you very much.